Hello and welcome to the Sociology talk for Elaine's sixth form for entry September 2022. I'm Mr. Hayden, Head of RE and Social Science, and I'll just be talking you through the course, its requirements, how sociology is run within Elaine's, just to give you an idea when you're making your choices about what you might be putting down. Obviously, as a new subject in sociology, something we don't do at GCSE. So, as I say, I'm Mr. Hayden. I'm head of the faculty. I'm also head of sixth form, and I teach at Elaine's, and I've taught for a good while now health and social care, psychology. But my main subject is sociology, really. But if in the course of you making your subject choices, you have questions about anything else within the sixth form, please don't hesitate to ask. We do well within the faculty, particularly within sociology, because I think the teaching ultimately is very good, well planned, organised, interesting. The subject itself is interesting, and we take a very much a collaborative approach with the students, working with them to improve them all the time, offering them support, identifying areas we need to work on, and providing weekly revision support in year 13. Coursework clinics if that was the case, but with the sociology there is no coursework, so it's very much revision, assessment feedback, and having really positive relationships. I think if you speak to anybody who does sociology or studies sociology, and I'd encourage you to do that, they'd say they enjoy the subject and they have a good relationship with us, and parents very much part of that as well. Communication between parents, staff, students is crucial, and we very much work as one on that benefit. And I think that's one of the key benefits of working in a school sixth form. Ultimately, as head of sixth, I know everybody here, and obviously I know all my students within my groups, and I know where they need to improve, how they go about improving, what works best for them, and so on and so forth. And said that all that, I think the most important part of this equation when you're making your choices is I've no doubt we can provide you with a really good course and education, but it's got to be something as a student you feel will suit you and you'll find interesting, and that's why this information gaining exercise is crucial, really. And I'd encourage you to follow it up with further questions with me as well. So sociology is an A level. Studied over the 2 years, and the A level is different than the applied generals, mainly in terms of the assessment style. So the A levels will have 3 2-hour exams in the end of year 13, whereas the applied generals will have ongoing coursework and exams throughout the course. And really, the A levels are a bit broad, bit more broader in sense of academic disciplines rather than a specific area of employment in mind. Styles of lessons, very traditional in the A level, whereas the applied general is a bit more problem-based. So just to stress again, sociology and A level. And what is it? It's the study of society, how it affects us within it, how groups and people around us affect our lives. And ultimately, we start in that with year 12, starting with the family, the education system, moving on into year 13 to other groups who may have an effect on the way we live our lives, whether that be politicians, religion as a discipline, crime, or the media. All of them have a crucial role in affecting our development, our opportunities, and the experiences and influences around us. What sort of person studies sociology? Obviously, somebody who's interested in the world around them, has an active interest in seeing what's going on, and maybe questions why things are like they are. When we're looking at the news, often it can be a depressing thing, but it's, why has that got to that situation? But is very much open to different ideas and enjoys debating them. So not just coming with a fixed view, we'll look at evidence, review evidence, possibly update views on certain things. As I said before, there's no GCSE in sociology, so it's not like there's any need to have studied it. But perhaps English, RE, history, essay-based subjects might be a guide. I say there, enjoys essay writing, a key component, but that's something we help you develop as well. We don't suddenly expect you to write A-level standard essays as soon as you come in, and that's part of the development as well. But enjoys that discussion, enjoys seeing different viewpoints on a particular issue or reasons why something's happened. What can you gain? Obviously, knowledge and understanding, different theories, different bits of research I've done. But what we do at A-level really is go beyond the knowledge and start to analyse what the importance of the different reasons. Is that reason more important than another for why something's happened? Or apply it to some actual problems that we face in society, policies on crime, for example, or policies on education. And then, ultimately judging and evaluating different views. And that's why it's so important to have that ability to listen to alternative views to your own, and then reach your own conclusion. As I said before, 3 2-hour exams at the end of the second year of year 13. Education and research methods on paper 1. We studied both of those topics in year 1. Family, households and beliefs in society in the paper 2, families we do in year 1 and beliefs in year 2. And then finally, paper 3, crime and deviance with theory and methods are 2 year 2 topics. So why sociology? That interest about the world around us, understanding of why things are happening, and ultimately a supportive environment for you to do well. Now, these results go back a little while to when we had actual exams. I could easily put the teacher assessed grades on there, which would look very, very good also. But, I just refer back to actual exams, so there could be no accusations of, oh, well, they're bound to be because you put them that way. 2017, 100% achieved at least a target. 2018, 80% got A star to B. 60% exceeded target. And 2019, 45% A to B rate, and only 18% had that target. 81% achieved the target, and 36% exceeded. We have a real track record of success. It's a high-performing subject within the sixth form, and I think that comes back to the relationships and the teaching and everything I mentioned at the start. What might you go on to? Ultimately, lots of our students, about 75 to 80% of our students, go on to university. Lots of our sociology students go on to study in those areas, either sociology itself or social work, criminology, politics potentially. And about 20% of last year went on to do that. But it's good prep for any higher education route. I've listed a few there. But also, different transferable skills for employment, apprenticeship options, social work, education, crime, all those areas are the sorts of areas we study. So obvious links to go into those sort of fields, really. So that's just a quick overview of the course. I'd encourage you, obviously, to make contact with me if you have any other questions. Students, you're in school, you see me about. Happy to answer questions all the time, really. It's very important you get the information you need to make a good decision for yourself. And obviously, parents, you can email me. We will be looking at doing some SLT interviews in the new year, just before Easter, really, once the applications have come in at the end of Jan. So, there'll be an opportunity to meet face-to-face then as well. But if you need to contact me, I'm happy to make phone calls, respond to emails, or whatever you might need. In the meantime, students, look out for the taster sessions coming up next half term, just before Christmas, after your mocks, as an opportunity to see in an actual lesson environment what sorts of things you might be doing. And I'll look forward to seeing you then. Thank you.